Hi, welcome to the Stressed It's podcast. This is episode something. I honestly didn't check. I don't even know if this is going to be a real episode. I've already recorded this twice, and all I do is keep just blabbering about nothing. So we're going to try this again. I'm a little rusty. It has been 3 months. Also, I'm Stacy, also known as Stressed It's on Ravelry, and Stacy Elston on Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, today, which is July 12th, 2017, Doug and I finally announced to the world that we are expecting our first baby in January. The due date is actually our 1-year anniversary. So we just celebrated 6 months on the 7th. And it was funny because I was like, 6 months of marriage, 6 months still baby. So we're over the moon excited. And I can't thank you all enough for all the kind words, and I'm going to try not to cry because I've been crying all day. Just for all your kind words and love and support. It means the world to us. So it's finally good to just have it all out there. You're going to see me take a lot of deep breaths, and I might sniffle a little bit because I don't know if it's allergies or a cold coming on. I have no idea. So let's talk about it, I guess. So we found out in May that we were expecting. Shortly after, about a week after we got the positive pregnancy test, I started getting violently ill. It was not pleasant. I'm saying it in the past tense because I really hope it's over. The past 2 days have been okay. Yesterday was okay. Today I feel like a person again. But I was getting sick multiple times a day. Couldn't keep anything down. Couldn't really eat anything. So in result, I lost a lot of weight, which happens in the first trimester sometimes, but my doctor isn't. She's a little nervous about it just because of how tiny I am anyway. So I have to go back next week and then the week after for a weight check and some more blood work. So hopefully everything's going to be fine. The baby's perfectly fine. It's just for my health. So that is why I have been completely MIA from Instagram and especially Ravelry and here. Even through Etsy, I have not been the greatest. I have some orders to pack up, which is what I was doing when I decided that I wanted to podcast and just kind of get back into the groove now that I am feeling better, because I don't know if this is gonna stay or if I'm gonna go back downhill, but I can finally take some medicine now that I'm out of the first trimester for my nausea. So it's very powerful stuff, and I feel like a person. I'm letting my food settle before I take it today. So it's been working. I've only been out 2 days, but it has changed my life. So I'm in the second trimester. I'm a few days into week 14. The baby is doing great. We heard its heartbeat for the first time on Monday. It's very surreal, and it still doesn't feel real. I don't know, I feel very detached from my body whenever we're in the doctor's office, and it just doesn't feel like it's happening to us. It feels like we're watching other people go through it, but we're so excited. I have to take a little bit of leave from my job because of how sick I've been, and just not being able to perform my duties as I need to, which is really frustrating, but I also understand. So I will be able to knit and dye some yarn for an update, which will hopefully happen in August, and get this room ready to be the nursery. So I'm just really, really excited. I should have turned all my notifications off, but people keep texting me and I'm just so happy, like beyond floored right now, that everybody knows. Yeah, so what else is going on? And then the exciting part, besides us being pregnant, is my oldest sister is pregnant as well, and we have very similar due dates. We're a few days apart, so that's really cool that both of us could have the baby at the exact same time, which is, it's really cool. I'm excited that I have somebody to go through this with and to ask questions and to ask for support and just be supportive for her. It's it's surreal. My parents are very excited to finally be grandparents. I say finally, my dad still thinks he's too young. Like, you're almost 60, dude. You can be a grandparent. But my mom's probably watching this. Hi, Mom! Yeah, so no more secrets. We're having a baby, so yeah. Yeah, so I've just been super sick and not doing anything except for laying on the couch and getting sick, and I have not knit since May. I'll show you the 1.5 days of work before morning sickness got me. It is a struggle. Let me tell you, when it's the only thing, knitting is the only thing that helps me with my anxiety and just any other kind of mental things, and not being able to have it during one of the scariest and most intense, exciting, stressful moments of my life, and not being able to put that into anything except for just lying around and thinking about it was awful. Yeah, so that was super stressful. I can't drink coffee anymore. Well, at least right now. I heard it comes back. It's starting to come back. That just tastes like complete garbage to me right now, which is fine. But I have picked up my first vanilla iced chai from my favorite coffee shop near us. If you are ever in the downtown Northville area, or you come to downtown Northville, or even just Southeast Michigan in general, you should go to Red Dot because it is the best. So I have an iced vanilla chai. It's giving me life right now because all I've been able to have is water and a few sips of pop. Yeah, it was just awful. I maybe had like 3 real meals in the first trimester. Just miserable, you guys. Anybody that doesn't have to deal with that, you're lucky. I do not wish it on anybody. Yeah, it's awful. But Doug's been great. My mom has come to my rescue more than a few times. She's been great. My dad's been really nice and supportive. Doug's family's been amazing, and it's just, I feel so lucky. Yeah, so yeah, that's kind of it. This behind me, we don't know the sex of the baby yet. This is actually for the Brooklyn Knit Folk quilt along, and I washed my fabric, it was drying, found out I was pregnant, thought I was gonna go work on it, still drying, and then I got super sick and I literally threw everything that was crafty into this room and just shut the door for 3 months and could not walk in here. It was the worst. I hated this room because everything just made me so sick. It's all I wanted to do was work on stuff, but I couldn't. It was awful. Yeah, so this is what my quilt was supposed to be. But thinking about it, I was going to make a baby quilt anyway. So I do have 3 fabrics that are gender neutral. My grandma's making us a baby quilt, and I'm just so excited about it. But I might make one as well, just to have. But I have this really pretty fabric that I'm obsessed with. I think it's cotton and steel. have this fabric that I've been obsessed with since Kristen Volenvine made a dress out of it. A little bit of that and some mint green. So I might make a small quilt out of this stuff and maybe pick up a few fat quarters or something like that. I might do it, I might not. I might just save it for what I'm feeling like making a quilt for myself. I don't know yet. But yeah, so I actually feel like I might knit today and I'm really excited about it. After this I'm going to dye some yarn, which it's been forever and I'm so excited to get back to it. And for those of you who are wondering, of course I'm being safe. I've done a lot of research on it. I always use a respirator. I'm always going to use gloves now. I'm going to be as safe as humanly possible. It's super ventilated. I'll open all the windows. Doug will probably be here when I'm doing some of it, so he can take over if it's getting too much, the heat or something's getting to be too much. But with all the chemicals and stuff, 100% safe. It's gonna be fine, I promise. It's all good. Anyway, so yes, that's what I'm doing today. Getting out some orders that are a long time coming. So if you have anything that you've bought from Stress Knits and it's been a million years coming to you, it's coming, I promise. Everything's going out Monday, Tuesday the latest, and there will be some extra goodies because I suck. And it was just, oh my goodness, you guys, it was just awful, and the lack of work, and it was just, I hated it. Yeah, but everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. Yeah, so besides that, let me show you the one thing I worked on for a day and a half. So, I was doing the test knit for the worsted weight 2 skein version of the Color Field shawl by Kemper Ray of Junk Yarn, and this is all I did. And I felt so bad that I couldn't continue with it because I love the Color Field shawl. I want to live in this in the fall. Just black and gray dresses with this just draped all over me. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited about it. Did not mean to hit the desk with my needles. I hate that. Yeah, but obviously I had to throw this in the back room. I have a bunch of yarn just chilling on our daybed because I was like, I hate all of you. You're making me sick. Go away. So here it is, and I love it. The main color is Sylvia, which, surprise, surprise, if you've ever watched this podcast, I've probably just raved about junk yarns. Well, I love junk yarn in general, but Sylvia is my first, it's my first love. It was the first skein I ever bought from her. Sylvia Plath is my favorite author. Bell Jar is my favorite book. I have a few colorways based off of Sylvia Plath and Bell Jar. I just love her so much. So I want everything in Sylvia. So I'll have a shawl, but the contrast color is Baby. I think it's Baby. I'm not sure. Kemper, if I'm getting this wrong, I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's not super contrasty, which I actually really, really love. I just think it's doing this really cool thing, and it looks really awesome. So I'm gonna try not to bang my needles, but I just love the texture. I love the pattern. It's amazing. I was on repeat 3 when I stopped. So hopefully I will pick this up soon. I just really want to knit on baby things right now. 1, because instant gratification, and 2, I have 2 babies to knit for. Yeah, so I want to knit a few things for my sister's kid because it's gonna be, I have 2 nieces already, but it is going to be my first niece from like my family. My first niece or nephew. I have no idea what it is. They're not even finding out, I don't think. So I just really want to knit the baby things because I can, and it's they're January babies. They need to have cozy knitwear because it's cold in Michigan. So cold in January. So speaking of that, I have 3 skeins of yarn that are going to be for my baby. I don't know the exact sweaters I'm going to be knitting. I think this is the hard part, and this is why I'm happy that we're finding out the gender, or the sex. I don't know why I said gender, that's stupid. My women's studies teacher just like slapped me in the face, I felt it. Anyway. So I'm glad we're finding out the sex of the baby, just because there are so many baby knits that I just like. There are so many really great ones that can go for either a boy or a girl. But then you have like the Gramp sweater, and you have all of Hannah Fettig's little designs, like the wispy, the little featherweight. Like I'm just so excited. Also like the little boxy. I can't. So I just want to be able to knit those things that I've always wanted to knit anyway. But yeah, so we're gonna find out in like a month. So excited. But we're not sharing it with the world, so sorry. You might not see those knits until we decide if we want to tell the world, or if we're just gonna wait until we have her. Or him. I don't know what I think it is, you guys. I keep going back and forth between a boy and a girl. I don't know. I'm kind of on a girl kick right now. So we'll see. Anyways, I have 3 skeins of yarn that I think would just be adorable for a baby sweater. I'm thinking just a basic cardigan for this one. This is Madeline Tosh Euro Sock, which is 100% superwash merino. I've always wanted to try this base, and I'm obsessed with it. I want everything in it, and it's very affordable. Like, oh, it's raining again. It's been storming all day. Yeah, 435 yards, and I got this on sale for like $12. Like, it was great. Yeah, this is the Carbon Dating colorway. It's a color that I've always loved. It's just the perfect coppery brown color. Yeah, so I think it's just gonna be a basic cardigan. So there's that. It's probably gonna be a longer cardigan. Maybe I'll do close to a year size in this. Yeah, I don't know. Because I'm picturing this in the fall and just being super sweet and cute. So we'll see about that. The other autumnal color that I have that I'm obsessed with right now. I only have 1 skein of this, so this might just be I don't know what this is gonna be yet. Even just might be, I might make a hat. Maybe like a hat for both mine and Kelly's kid, which would be super cute. They can have matching hats. Yeah, so this is Barrett Wool Company. It's Susan B. Anderson's yarns, the Home Worsted in the Field colorway. And it's just the perfect mustard. It's great. It reminds me a lot of the Honey color by Quince & Company. Quince & Company is one of my favorite yarns anyway. This kid is gonna have a lot of Quince stuff. Yeah, so yeah, this just might be hats. I don't know yet. We'll find out. The last one is probably what I'm gonna start today. Sue, I completely blame you because I watched yours and Chelsea's latest podcast, Legacy Knits, and your antler cardigan melted my heart completely, so I think I'm going to do the antler cardigan in Brooklyn Tweed Shelter in Snowbound. I bought this at the Ann Arbor Fiber Expo last year to make myself a... What hat was super popular that everybody was knitting that I wanted? The Quarry hat? Does that sound right? I don't know. I was gonna do this with a giant white pom-pom on top. But I think I want it as a baby sweater, and a kid in Brooklyn Tweed can't get much cuter than that. So this will probably be a newborn, or like a 3-month-old size. yeah, so I'm just super excited for this because I think this is going to be like an heirloom kind of piece that I use for all of my kids. Because it's great yarn. It washes so well. I love Brooklyn tweed. Yeah, so that might be this. Because I mean, baby in January with gray and just super cozy knitwear is the dream. So I'm so excited. Yeah, it feels so good to hold yarn. It's been so long. I got so distracted. What is this colorway? Oh, it's Woolen Vine. Of course, I was like, I'm so distracted. It's so pretty. Anyway, let's see. What else do I need to tell you guys? I don't remember. I should have had show notes. Yeah, I don't know. I am just finally feeling like a person, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so that's what's been going on. Just a lot of sickness and misery, but also just complete joy and happiness. Thank you all for your patience and understanding, and yeah, so I hope to start the podcast up again and to actually have some content for next time besides my one project that I've been working on. So yeah, so with that, I think I'm going to go start some knitting and some dyeing, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.